This air defense system, the Iris-T SLM, can intercept enemy air attacks within a 40-kilometer range and up to 20 kilometers high, and can protect a large area on the ground. Germany promised them to Ukraine in June, and Kyiv has been waiting ever since. But now, the first system is about to arrive. But the other 3 units will only be delivered next year. Russia's attacks on civilian targets across Ukraine drove home to Germany just how important its support for Kyiv is.
Australia is now considering sending troops to Europe to help train Ukrainian soldiers after a major deadly bombardment. More than a dozen Ukrainian cities and towns have been attacked in the past 24 hours. The capital struck for the first time in months. The rockets were fired after a key bridge linking Russia to Russian-controlled Crimea was destroyed. It's now been 229 days since Vladimir Putin's troops invaded. Ukraine says the violence we're seeing now is the worst since Russia began the war.
The United Nations support mission in Libya has condemned what it calls the heinous murder of at least 15 migrants and asylum seekers in the western Libyan city of Sabratha. The UN mission called for bringing the perpetrators to justice. The Libyan Red Crescent in Sabratha had announced on Friday that its team of volunteers found 15 bodies, some burnt on the boats off the shore and washed up on the beach, adding that the bodies were for illegal migrants who were trying to reach Europe by smuggling through the country. According to local media, the migrants, mostly from sub-Saharan Africa, were killed Thursday by gunfire following a dispute between smugglers. Thousands of Asians took to the streets Monday in the capital, Port-au-Prince, to protest against the government and its call for foreign assistance to deal with endemic insecurity and a humanitarian crisis. The protest came after the UN Secretary General called for immediate deployment of a special intervention armed force. Many Haitians have rejected the idea of another international intervention, noting that UN peacekeepers were accused of sexual assault and sparked a cholera epidemic over a decade ago that killed nearly 10,000 people.
The leaders of Palestine's rival political parties are meeting in Algeria for 2 days of talks on reconciliation. This is the latest effort to solve a more than decade-long rift between Hamas and Fatah after previous agreements failed. Hamas has governed the Gaza Strip since defeating President Mahmoud Abbas's Fatah party in parliamentary elections in 2006. Armed conflict broke out after Fatah refused to recognize the results, and that ended when Hamas forced Fatah out of Gaza entirely. Since then, the Palestinian leadership has been divided. The Fatah-led Palestinian Authority governing the West Bank on the one side, and Hamas running the Gaza Strip on the other.
Let's get ready to bombard!
I think it's a right for people to have bad health care. Through an international effort to pressure.
God, oh my Lord, I can't believe I said that. America is a nation that can be defined in a single word. I was going to put him.
Corn Pop was a bad dude, and he ran a bunch of bad boys.
Wait.
All men and women created by the go. You know the thing.
If it holds near and dear to you that you like to be able to. Anyway. We went for 2 reasons. One, to come on, man. The guy who runs that outfit over there I've had a couple Washington, but the nature, not Representative Jackie, are you here? Where's Jackie? I didn't think she was going to be here. What am I doing here? Tucker, yeah.
I got hairy legs that turn, that.
Thank you for your tolerance, for listening to me. I appreciate it very much. What?